Inside these boxes, I have what is basically pure speed with ACC. More specifically, the latest CR7 and Friends colorway, the Mercurial Dream Speed 3 that I have here in the form of the Mercurial Vapor 13 Elite, as well as the mid-cut variation, the Mercurial Superfly 7 Elite. So basically pure speed and then pure speed with ankle support. With the Dream Speed collection pretty much taking over for the CR7 chapter series of Mercurial colorways that a lot of people really liked, but as time has gone on, it looks like Nike is not only trying to continue to push CR7 signatures, but also incorporate some of the younger talent that they have within the brand, not only having, of course, Cristiano Ronaldo wear the boots, but many other players as well, which is actually a pretty smart tactic. In this video, I want to take a closer look at the colorway because these ones are really nice in person, lots of cool little details. We'll also take a look at how they fit and feel on feet, and I'll glance over some of the details that I'm sure you probably already know about the current generation of Mercurial. So if you're interested in learning more, please stick around and watch the entire review. And if you're interested in either of these two boots for yourself, they do bear a $20 premium on the retail price because of the Dream Speed colorway. So it's $295 for a Superfly and $270 for a Vapor, but you can get them below their normal retail price by clicking the first link down below or the link in the corner of the screen. That's going to take you to the review page on my website where you'll find both of these boots with exclusive SR4U coupon codes where you'll be able to pick them up below their normal retail prices. If you guys do end up enjoying this video, please don't forget to support it with a like, and feel free to leave any suggestions for other videos you'd like to see down below in the comment section. And if you are new here watching for the first time and don't want to miss out on weekly content on everything football boots, make sure you hit that subscribe button. As far as extras go, things are pretty straightforward. They come in the usual gray and black Nike box that you get with any top-end model. However, you can get this colorway in takedown variations. And then as you get with pretty much any top-end Nike boot, they do also come with a string bag, which as you can see is white in color, featuring many of the same patterns that you're going to find on the boots themselves in black detailing with a little bit of this kind of color changing purple to green effect. Actually looks really cool. White strings on the bag, your MDS3 logo all by its lonesome on the back. Overall, this gets a string bag rating of 49.5 out of 55.5. As for the boots themselves, like we've come to expect from Nike at this point, there's a pretty elaborate story in regards to the inspiration for the colorway and all the little details, with really the focus of the MDS3, which you see the logo here on the back, being chasing your dreams. You might have seen the Cristiano Ronaldo ad, and they've come out with several other players, kind of variation of that over the last week or so. But the idea here is that Cristiano Ronaldo is the lead guy that a lot of these younger athletes idolize growing up, and they have chased their dreams to follow in his footsteps. And really the only player you're going to find in terms of their logo or name on the boots is Cristiano Ronaldo, which you can see there is a tiny CR7 logo on the insole, but that is the only CR7 branding, or branding of any player for that matter, on the football boot, whether you go for the Vapor or the Superfly. As for the colorway itself, the boots feature a white base with black accents and then these kind of multicolor, almost rainbow holographic details hidden throughout the boot. You can really see it quite clearly on the Nike swoosh, which as you can see on both sides is actually translucent. So you can see the pattern on the swoosh itself, and then you can also see the pattern underneath it, which is a pretty cool detail in my opinion. But nonetheless, you'll notice that there are a bunch of familiar patterns if you're familiar with CR7 signature colorways, in that you have the safari print, which we just recently saw on a Mercurial signature release. You have the chevron pattern all facing in a forward direction. Same thing here on the medial side, where there's a little bit more of that safari print to signify speed, which of course this is a speed boot. They're all about speed. That's what the Mercurial line is. The Mercurial is speed. Also on the front of the boot, you'll notice a grid pattern that has a little bit of a waviness to it. That's actually meant to represent the rippling of the mesh in goal when actually scoring a goal, which is a pretty cool little storytelling detail. On the medial side, you'll find the Flyknit and ACC branding, as we've come to expect from almost any high-end Nike boot. And then this little pattern right here on the rear side of the ankle that's actually supposed to signify formations of teams that have won matches, or successful teams That wasn't exactly explained all that well, and it's kind of a weird little detail, but it looks okay, so I'm not complaining about it. On the back, you have the MDS3 logo. You have the Vapor 360 logo there on the front. They haven't altered that. The laces are white with a little bit of a sparkly detail to them. And then moving to the sole plate, it technically does not have a wearable finish on the stud plates. It's just a translucent plastic with like a bluish teal glitter to it, which is a really cool effect. More of a darker black base here in this little V piece in the forefoot. But you can see right through the sole plate, they've continued the pattern that just flows nicely from the upper, very cool. A little bit of a separation here in the split sole from the left side and the right side of the boot. But nonetheless, there are lots of cool little details, and overall the boots look quite nice. Then I should show you the insole as well. We did take a look at it briefly, but you can see it says MDS3, created to the exact specifications of, and they left a line there. So I guess you're supposed to write your name in, because the MDS series is not just about CR7, whose logo is right there, but for the player that's actually wearing them. And then the Superfly variant features all of the same details with, of course, the addition of the mid-cut collar, which is exposed white Flyknit. Yes, that will get very dirty. And if I were picking between these two in terms of longevity and preserving the white base to this football boot, I think you'd be much better off with the Vapors. But as with any exposed knitting material on a football boot, especially if it's white in color, that aspect of this colorway is going to be very difficult to keep clean. As for the technical side of these Mercurials, aside from the placement of the Nike swoosh and the swoosh itself being made from a slightly different material, there is physically nothing different about these versus pretty much any other colorway of the Mercurial Superfly or Vapor. So basically, you're just paying an extra 20 bucks to chase your dreams in a pair of Nike boots. Nonetheless, they are top performers. I think people recognize that about the current generation of Mercurial thus far. I mean, we've already seen like probably 47 colorways, so it's not that surprising at this point. But they're both great boots. I can still very much recommend them. I've had a lot of people recently asking me when the next generation of Mercurial is going to come out, because it seems like we've just had these for so long now, even though it hasn't been that long. I actually made a video talking about the new Vapor 14 and potentially Superfly 8. If you want to watch that, I'll leave a pop-up on screen. But if you need new boots right now, and especially if you're a fan of this colorway, you can't go wrong with either of these. Vapor if you're looking to save a little bit of money, Superfly if you need some extra imaginary ankle support. So as you can see, I've swapped out the stock white laces, which do look good. They're mostly white boots, but like I said, this exposed Flyknit is going to get dirty really easily, and so are the white laces. So I've swapped them out for some black reflective SR4U replacement laces, which aren't going to look dirty right away, and they accent perfectly with all of the black details and patterns that you have with this particular colorway. I actually think they look even better like this than they do with the white laces, but that's besides the point. It's a great way of changing up the style of your boots in a very inexpensive way. So if you're interested in some replacement laces for yourself, the website to go to is www.sr4ulaces.com. There'll be a little pop-up on screen as well as a link down below in the description. So if you're interested in some for yourself, be sure to go ahead and check that out. On feet, it must be said, this is a very good looking pair of football boots. I've always been a big fan of the black and white color scheme, and I think that these do that extremely well with all of the intricate details and patterns. Nonetheless, they do feel like any other pair of Mercurials, either Vapor or Superfly. The only difference is the way that they look. And as you'd expect from a pair of Mercurials, they fit extremely tight across the entire foot, and they have that really unique anatomically shaped sole plate, which really does give you this locked-in responsive sensation with the football boots that really makes these different from pretty much anything else that you can buy. If you really want that one-to-one sensation from your boots, this is still the best option in comparison to pretty much everything else out there. There are some compelling options in the speed boot market as of late, but this is still arguably the top dog depending on what you're looking for. If you're a longtime fan of the Mercurial, there's a lot to like about these. As far as width is concerned, they do fit tight, but I wouldn't say that they are overly narrow. As long as you don't have wide feet and you like a tight fit to your football boots, you shouldn't have any issues fitting in these at all. And as far as sizing is concerned, I'm wearing these in my usual size 9.5 US, and the fit and the length is perfect. So if you're looking to order a pair for yourself, I would strongly recommend going true to size in order to achieve the best possible fit. Anyways, guys, that's it for this one. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to support it with a like. Again, if you're interested in either the Vapor or the Superfly in this new MDS3 colorway. You can click the links down below in the description. That's going to take you to the review page on my website, where you'll be able to pick up either of these two boots, including the takedown models, below their normal retail prices. If you have any questions, as always, leave them down below in the comment section. I'll do my best to get an answer out to you. If you're not subscribed to the channel already, make sure you hit that subscribe button along with the little bell notification so you get notified when the next new video goes live. You can find all my social media information linked down below in the description as well. And other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.